We've got to be the luckiest team in world football. The way that we keep scumbagging these wins. God himself must support Real Madrid. I can't even tell you how we ended up winning this game. 3-1 over Stuttgart. And do not let this final scoreline fool you. Yeah, I'm happy that we got the 3 points. I'm happy that we started the Champions League campaign with a win. But what we saw today was awful from Madrid. That first half, we were getting cooked by Stuttgart at home. And this entire season, we've been getting away with it. But I'm telling you something right now, guys. How we are playing is not sustainable. We have not looked good in any game this season. We can't string together passes. We're starting off the games real slow. Teams are getting all these big opportunities and they keep missing. How much longer until we get battered by somebody? Who have we played this season? Nobody. And yet, this is how we look. Imagine if we would have played Liverpool tonight. Imagine if we would have played Atletico Madrid or Barcelona in La Liga so far. We would have gotten dominated. As I said, I'll take the 3 points. But this scoreline is going to have a lot of people fooled. I think Carlo got so many things wrong today. The starting 11 was wrong. Why is Lucas Vazquez starting at right back? And why is Danny Carvajal starting at center back? What was the point in starting Eder Militao against Sociedad, but then the first game of our Champions League campaign, you have him on the bench? It makes no sense. Lucas Vazquez was a massive liability today. In that first half, he was getting cooked. This guy was misplacing passes, putting us in some real bad situations. I'm happy that Jude came back. I'm happy that Tchouaméni was out there. But why did Jude Bellingham start today? Arda Güler should have started. Jude has not played since the Mallorca game, the first game of our La Liga campaign. And you start him today in a high pressurized situation like this? When we knew he was going to be rusty. And I actually think that Jude, he played solid. Had a decent game, considering that he hasn't played in damn near a month. But he should have been a sub off the bench. He should have never started today. That's poor management, in my opinion. Rodrygo, Courtois, Tchouaméni. Those are the 3 players that I think from kickoff, they had a good game. For me, Courtois, man of the match, by the way. How many saves did he make? How many opportunities did Stuttgart have? These guys were cutting through us like a hot knife with butter. They looked like they were at home. Stuttgart looked real comfortable at the Bernabeu. Our midfield was not good enough. And that makes me nervous. We have nobody in that midfield that can slow down the game and that can hold the ball. We're missing Toni Kroos. With how we've played this season, I've seen enough to tell you right now that our midfield is going to be a problem this season. We need Toni Kroos back. He clearly was the glue. And now that you've removed him, right, he's retired, everything's falling apart. And I think that the Madrid board have really dropped the ball. They have not set us up for success heading into this season. Our summer window was awful. Do not let the Mbappe arrival mask the lack of business that we did. We knew that we needed a center back. We tried to go get Lenny Yoro. We didn't want to match Manchester United's bid. Fair enough. But then you don't sign anybody else? Now we're stuck here in a situation where I got to start 5'7" Danny Carvajal at center back. Because of poor squad building. Toni Kroos, arguably one of the greatest midfielders of our generation, retired. And we did not replace him. We have no player in that midfield that can control the ball and that could be a deep-lying playmaker. We have nobody that can do that job. How do we not address that? They massively overrated this squad. They did. Because there's holes in this team. And we keep getting away with it. We keep finding a way to not lose these games. But Stuttgart should have won today. And I'm tired of only winning games because the opponents that we're playing are so shit. How we look this season, I'm telling you this right now. We're not winning the Champions League. And we're not going to win La Liga. If we don't turn it around real quickly, we are in for a very long season. Again, we've played nobody. We've played nobody that I consider good. We've played some decent teams so far, right? Real Betis are decent. Real Sociedad are decent. Stuttgart are decent. But we can't dominate? Not one time this game? Not one time this season? We will see aliens take over planet Earth before we see Madrid put in a good performance for 90 minutes. And I don't care if people call me negative. Oh, just be happy that we won. You guys really don't realize it's not sustainable. And a lot of Madrid fans that call me negative, you guys are going to be in for a rude awakening when we play a better team. When we play somebody that has better players than the shit guys that we've been going against, and when they're having all these chances, and when they're putting them away, I don't want to hear anybody complain. Because we are going to get battered. We will get battered this season. You can't keep allowing teams all these opportunities. Mbappe today. A positive that he did. He made some good runs. He put himself in good situations. But my God, brother, what the hell has happened to you? How are you not able to put the ball into the back of the net? Did we sign Kylian Mbappe or Ethan Mbappe? Because this cannot be the Mbappe that was at PSG doing a madness. This guy cannot score to save his life. If Rodrygo did not assist him for that tap-in, he was not scoring today. This season, he cannot buy a goal. He can't score for Madrid. He can't score for France. This guy's conversion rate must be shit. If I had to go check the numbers, he probably has one of the lowest conversion rates for a center forward so far this season. Every time he shoots the ball, it's either directly at the goalkeeper or it's wide. What's happened to him? I think Vinicius had a decent game. Didn't really cause that many issues. But for me, the best player in the outfield was Rodrygo. Rodrygo absolutely cooked today. He was on smoke. And I try to tell you guys, Rodrygo is him. A lot of you Real Madrid fans wanted to sell him. A lot of you Real Madrid fans were telling me over the summer that he's not good enough. I think he reminded you tonight how good he is. That's Mr. Champions League. We're talking about Man City's owner right there. Respect Rodrygo. Because if it wasn't for him, I don't know if we even scored today. He set the tempo. Everything that looked good offensively was coming on that right wing because of him. And Carlos subbed him off, which I thought was a joke. How are you subbing off Rodrygo when he's been our best player in attack? And if it wasn't for Courtois, who's been in world-class form this entire season, the way that he's been making saves and bailing us out, Rodrygo would have been my man of the match. Rudiger scored the second goal. You guys already know how I feel about Rudiger. He had a decent game today. That goal makes it look a lot better. He's the best center back in the world. And then Endrick coming on and scoring that screamer to end the game. The audacity to take that. It was a 3v2 counterattack. He could have laid that off to Mbappe. He could have laid that off to Vinny. He said, nah, I'm shooting this. What a shot. The power on that shot by my guy, Endrick, was a joke. This guy got rockets for legs, the way that he's able to kick the ball hard. And he needs more minutes. I want to see Endrick start the next game against Espanyol. That's what I want to see. Drop Mbappe. Drop him. I don't care what the stats tell me. I saw a SofaScore. They gave Mbappe an 8. How the hell does Mbappe have an 8? Only 0.1 behind Courtois? Higher rating than Rodrygo? This is why we have eyes. This is why I make decisions and I make my judgments based off of what I've watched. There's going to be a lot of people. You see it on Twitter. You see it on social media. Oh, look at the SofaScore rating. Oh, look at the numbers. Look at the XG. Shut up. Watch the games with your eyes. Don't watch them based off stats and ratings. Because numbers lie. Your eyes won't lie. Happy with the 3 points today. New Champions League format, right? You got to finish, I think, top 8 in the Champions League standings to automatically advance to the next round, right? We still got to play 7 more games. But I'm telling you this right now. We got to step it up. Our form has to pick up immediately, or we're not winning it this season. We're not. And we are in for a humbling. We have not lost a game yet this season. We're very lucky. By the way, Tchouaméni as well had a great pass to Rodrygo that set up the Mbappe goal. That was a great pass. I try to tell you guys. Everybody's like, oh, we need Rodri. Oh, we're linked to Rodri. I don't give a fuck about Rodri. I got Tchouaméni. What do I need Rodri for if I got Tchouaméni and Camavinga? Tchouaméni is this, bro, he's right up there with Rodri as being the best DM in the world. I tried to tell you guys this weeks ago. People told me that I'm glazing. Rodri hype. Rodri's overrated. Don't need him at Madrid. We're solid at that position. First half was awful. Second half was so much better. Stuttgart still had their chances, but we were able to create more. We looked better in attack. We looked better in possession. And that reflected by us scoring those 3 goals in the second half. But we got to find a way to start games off faster. I'm trying to tell you guys, we can't keep doing this every single week where we're getting battered the first 35 minutes of every game. When they scored, I literally couldn't even be upset because they deserved to score. They were knocking on the door all damn game. How many more times can we look to Courtois to make another great save? How many more times? He's human. Eventually, if you keep letting them get through, one of those are going to go into the back of the net. This squad has holes in it. And if we don't fix up, we're going to be in for a very long season. And what sucks is that I know that we're not going to spend money in the January transfer window. I just know that we're not. So we got to make the best of what we have. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about this match, right? What did you like? What didn't you like? Am I being a bit too harsh? Who was your man of the match? Whatever you're thinking. 3 points picked up today. It's nice to start off the Champions League campaign with a W, but that performance was shit. You don't have to lie to yourself. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. I'm out, people.